Today we have this new product from Gerber. Now Gerber calls this the Gerber Armbar Mini Multi-Tool. This is specifically a keychain tool. Gerber talks about it having 6 tools, a plain edge, keychain, lightweight, upgrade your keychain, then there is the Gerber guarantee. When we look at this, it is a little different from the armbar. Definitely, it's not like they just chopped the armbar down. It looks like essentially a little bit longer Gerber dime half. There is a set of scissors, the knife, there is the bottle cap lifter, a set of tweezers. This is interesting, comes out the side. Put the tweezers back. This bottle cap lifter, again, is a little bit redesigned from the Gerber dime. I would have expected them to just sort of go with the same design, but they did redesign that a little bit. You'll notice the scales are different as well. They've got a little bit more, almost like grip, I guess you could say, for your hands for purchase. Then on the inside, this is something I don't usually see. These are very micro screwdrivers, both a Phillips and a flat micro screwdriver. This reminds me of something I would see on maybe a Swiss Tech tool. I think it definitely could be useful, but that isn't something we usually see on a ton of keychain tools like this. The knife, and then the set of scissors. Now, some of you, there is also this right here to put on your key ring. Some of you have said, oh, I hope it's not the same scissors as a Gerber dime. Well, let's see. This does come in at $20. We'll get back to the scissors. Let's go ahead and do some weight. Now, Gerber says this comes in at 1.3 ounces. My not extremely accurate scale says it does as well. Very, very lightweight. The Gerber dime comes in at 2.4 ounces, almost half the size of the Gerber dime, not quite, a little bit heavier, but almost half the weight. $20, the Gerber dime, I think now is getting close to about $30, so it's a little bit more than half the price, but again, it's a brand new tool. A lot of times Gerber marks these tools up and then they fall drastically. Sometimes 50% off, like with the Dual Force, I think it fell to about $50. This I could see, in a couple months, maybe going for $10, $15, but we'll see. Now, with the Gerber Armbar, I've got to remember, I'm not a huge fan of keychain tools. I do have some of my keychain like Victorinox and then Nextel's version of Victorinox. And I was thinking about putting this on my keychain to sort of replace that, just to test it out, see how it works. I do like to have a small set of scissors with me. Now, I do think Gerber has kept, this looks like the same pair of scissors as a Gerber dime, almost. Very, very similar right here. I think that will disappoint some people. All right, let's go ahead and cut a couple things. I think we'll go ahead and start with something very easy. It does all right. These are very small scissors right here. We'll upgrade to some plastic. Get this out of the way. Cut through this plastic bag, and we can go ahead, cut through there. It doesn't seem to have many issues with that. Then I did also bring some, this is actually Britent faux leather. It's not real, but it's just the fake stuff. It actually does okay cutting through that. Now, I don't think this can cut through paracord. I think paracord is just too large for this. I don't know. I mean, that's sort of extreme for these scissors anyway. If you have enough patience, it will cut through. I think we're starting to get there. There we go. It does take a little while. These aren't the greatest set of scissors, but actually for how small they are, I don't think they're the worst. There's a comparison between the new mini armbar and the new Gerber Stakeout Spark. Let's go ahead and read the back of this. Then they also talk about the Phillips driver, the flat driver, plain edge blade, the tweezers, the scissors, the bottle opener. And then there's a whole bunch more. This is engineered in Oregon. Both of these tools are made overseas, I believe in China though. I think it's neat that Gerber is trying to do new things. I really like that aspect of it. Are they hitting the mark squarely? Probably not exactly, but I'm glad they're at least trying something new. I know some people get very frustrated when a new tool isn't perfect. I guess there's a point to that, but I do like to see at least an evolution. Again, as I mentioned in the last video, we had the Crucial, which is actually a little bit better when I carry it in the pocket, but I haven't really been a huge fan of it, and I do like this Stakeout Spark a little bit better. I could see this tool being an upgraded version of the Gerber dime. Here it is compared to the dime. I could see that being a neat tool. I don't know if they'll do that in the future. It's just slightly different. It's just a little bit redesigned. Here it is when we look at the thickness. But it does have a lot of similarities to the dime as well. Now, talking about the Gerber Armbar Mini isn't really complete until we talk about the Urban Blue version and the Rose Gold version. I think that is the most compelling reason to actually get these, because they have a package opener instead of a knife, and perhaps in some areas that will be more legal to carry, or maybe if you find the right TSA officer, it could be legal to carry on an airplane. So I think that's the most compelling reason to actually buy these. Those are the Urban Blue and the Rose Gold versions. This is the, I would call it mint green, but I think Gerber calls this, they actually do call it mint green. Then the black version, I believe, come with a knife, but the Urban Blue and the Rose Gold come with a package opener. And so I think that's a very compelling reason, if you can then carry it in some places where you can't carry anything else, to have something on your keychain, that could be a great option. Now, when we talk about alternatives to the Gerber Mini Armbar, I think the Victorinox Classic SD is just one of the fantastic options. It does come in at $5 more. You've got the scissors, file, knife, screwdriver, toothpick, the tweezers. I like to carry one of these on my keychain. Actually, I just realized I had one on each keychain, but I probably will be adding one of these other tools I'm talking about on there to test out or to try, but this is one of my favorite ones, actually. I think this is probably the best option here. Really good. Now, for $10 less, for $15, you can get Nextool's version of Victorinox, and this actually has the metal scales instead of the plastic. This is really good as well. I thought I had one of these on one of my keychains. I've really enjoyed carrying this. You do miss the tweezers and the toothpick. That's not a huge thing. I do like extra tools, and they feel about the same weight and thickness. There's not much difference. This right here, again, the scissors, screwdriver sort of at the end here, the knife, the file. I really like both of these options. This comes in at $15. This is classified as Nextool's 5-in-1 tool. This is a Victorinox SD. And then right in the middle is the Gerber Armbar Mini Armbar. Now with this one, yeah, it has a couple extra screwdrivers. Again, maybe the scissors are a little bit bigger. I don't know if they're necessarily better. We have this can opener, but one of the things that I don't like about it is how thick it is. So yes, it will be the perfect tool probably for some people who want something to throw in their tackle box. Yes, that might be a great option. You've got some more defined screwdrivers, but just keep in mind this is a lot thicker. But people are always looking for new and different things, and if you want new and different, then the Gerber Mini Armbar is that. I don't think it's an awful option. I just don't think it's the best. But again, I do like seeing Gerber try to make new things.